So welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today's story comes from Superman number 33, published in March-April 1945, with story by Don Cameron and art by Ira Yarborough, and it's an okay cover. From that era, not my favorite. Although Metropolis will never forget the whirlwind visitations of the mysterious Mr. Mxyzptlk, maker of amazing mischief from another dimension, neither will that sappy sprite's own weird land of Zgriff from the day on forget the return visit of Superman. For when Lois Lane innocently speaks the magic word that yanks her out of this world into bewildering realms of fantasy, the man of tomorrow follows with meteoric speed to administer a badly needed lesson in manners to the elfishly egotistical inhabitants of dimensions of danger. Even Clark Kent is careless now and then, and even Lois Lane has her moments of curiosity. Clark's notes on the mysterious Mr. Mxyzptlk's last visit to Metropolis. What are you doing with those papers? Reading them, of course, and if you didn't want them read, you should have put them away. I thought I had. I should think you would. You left out the whole point of Superman's battle with Mxyzptlk when you wrote the story for the planet. Nothing was left out that shouldn't have been. How about the way Superman tricked Mxyzptlk into returning to the world of his own dimension? It was cleverer, the way Superman got him to say the magic word. Don't repeat it. Why shouldn't I say Kliptazimyexim? What's happening? Wait, Lois. Gone. She should have realized that if the magic word transferred Mr. Mxyzptlk back to his own multidimensional world, it would do the same to her. Pop. In an unoccupied office, judging from Mr. Mxyzptlk's malicious pranks here, Lois will need someone to take care of her in that other world, and I guess it's up to Superman. Klipsizirixim. Pop. Since time and distance are as nothing where extra-dimensional matters are concerned, the scene is practically simultaneous with the preceding one. Seems I'm here wherever here is. I thought I'd seen practically everything, but this sets a new record of some kind. What a strange creature. Is it real, Mother? What's the name of this place? You must be mad not to know this is the land of Zurf. A girl came here within the last few minutes from another dimension. Where is she? He may be dangerous. Who? The guard. A stranger. Where are you from? Speak up. Friendly, aren't you? Did you ever hear of the Earth? He's from the Earth, the stupid three-dimensional planet. We can't have half-wits running around. Seize him. Something tells me I'm going to have trouble finding Lois in this madhouse. Resistance will be futile. I didn't come here for an argument, but if you're asking for it, here it is. What? He didn't believe it, Zurthrubert? He will never fear. He will never fear. Never yet has the mighty man of steel lost a battle, but how can he fight what he cannot touch? After all, you can't be everywhere at once. Oh, no? I can even be nowhere. Huh? He's vanished. Pop. With the speed of light, Superman leaps high into the air. I'll be back to finish this, but business before pleasure. How silly, thinking he can get away. But no matter at what blinding speed he moves, his surroundings stay with him. What's this? Everything is coming along with me. Of course. Did you think the land of Zurf was anchored and solid like your clumsy Earth? Have you had enough, or must you learn other lessons before we take you to the royal palace for judgment? This isn't helping me find Lois. It's time to use some strategy. The palace. Why didn't you say so? That's where I wanted to go in the first place. His Majesty's King Burbzix will know what to do with you, and if he doesn't, Mr. Mxyzptlk will. Mr. Mxyzptlk, uh-oh. So this is the palace. Don't you do anything right here, right in Zurf? Silence. It is not for such as you to criticize. What have we here, Superman, my old playmate from Earth? You, Mr. Mxyzptlk, the sappy sprite with the slap-happy sense of humor. But you told me you were a court jester, not a king. Right. Who wants to be a king when being a jester is so much fun? There is His Majesty King Burbfirx. Poor fellow. Well, he doesn't seem very happy with the arrangement. Oh, I managed to keep him amused with little pranks like this. Very funny. And now, if you can tell me where I can find Lois Lane. Lois Lane here, the newspaper reporter, who was so uncomplimentary to me when I visited Metropolis. How jolly. A girl from Earth arrived shortly before this strange person, Mr. Mxyzptlk. She was taken to the Academy of Research to be placed on exhibition with the other specimens of lower forms of life. What a joke on her. Great Scott. I've got to locate her before it's too late. And now let us see exactly what happened to Lois. What's happening? Clark, help! Help! I've stopped, but where? My word, I do believe this is a specimen from one of the more primitive planets. If only I hadn't spoken that word. If only Superman were here. Where are you taking me? Don't be frightened, my poor three-dimensional creature. You are welcome here in the land of Zurf. Today, students, my lecture concerns the peculiar type of life found on such planets as Earth, and fortunately, I have just discovered a perfect specimen. Let me go, or I'll scream for help. You can't get away with those eyes. Now I know how a goldfish in a bowl feels. Note the specimen's reactions. They are typical of this form of cosmological life. Although its feeble three-dimensional mind reacts to certain stimuli much as more advanced beings do, they probably plan to keep me here for the rest of my life, like an animal in a zoo. And how could Superman possibly know where I am, or get here if he knew? Meanwhile, Superman's super strategy is bringing results. An exhibit in the Academy of Research. Don't send me there, too, please. Huh? But think how the students would be benefited by observing Earth's famous Superman. It would be funny, wouldn't it, Your Majesty? Funny? Then let us do it. Let us do it by all means, I decree. No. In your own world, you managed to fool me twice, but now it's different. But first, since you are more dangerous than other Earthlings, I'd better hypnotize you. I'll pretend it's working. That should get me to Lois quicker than anything else. One thing Mr. Mxyzptlk has never learned is that Superman, a native of the ill-fated planet Krypton, is of a different structure than the natives of Earth. Neither his mind nor his body are susceptible to the influences that can overcome other human beings, and so you are completely under my control. Isn't that nice? Yes, Mr. Mxyzptlk. This is the greatest moment of my life. When I decided to visit your world again, you won't be there to spoil my fun. Yes, Mr. Mxyzptlk. I have brought you another specimen. He's Superman, Earth's greatest hero. Lois. But I'll have to pretend I don't recognize her or anything for the present. Superman, but he acts as if he's walking in his sleep. I've heard that he's the highest development of three-dimensional life. You've done us a great favor, Mr. Mxyzptlk. The pleasure is all mine. He's helpless. They've defeated him. There is no hope for either of us. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Lois. He's hypnotized now. Otherwise, he'd make plenty of trouble. Dear me, I wouldn't want him to get into our library and learn the word that would make him our equal. Library, eh? My X-ray eyes ought to help me in a case like this. Stabbing through the walls and other obstructions, the amazing X-ray vision of the man of tomorrow finds the library of the Academy. This is the place now for some serious reading. Strange, there's no one here, yet I have the feeling I'm being watched. But his penetrating glance scans the pages of the ponderous volumes one at a time with incredible swiftness, until finally, it isn't the word that will send Lois and me back to Earth, but it'll help. And merely speaking the formulated word Zixma, a resident of the other planes of existence, can adjust himself to the peculiar dimension conditions of the land of Zurf. Here goes. Do you mean the word Zixma? Listen, did you hear the same thing I did, Mr. Mxyzptlk? I think so, but I think the bubbles are going the wrong way. I think so, but I hope I'm wrong. It was getting stuffy in there. Oh, dear. Don't leave me here, Superman. Not for long, Lois. Did her voice wrong again. The mighty muscles of the Man of Steel proceed to the task of remodeling the wacky architecture of the land of Zurf. Help! The world is coming to an end. If Mr. Mxyzptlk could try to turn Metropolis upside down, I can return the favor. With a little time and patience, I should be able to civilize this multidimensional palace. But the next instance, Superman, let's talk it over as equals to equals. You're upsetting our lines of equilibrium. You'll reduce the dimension of our whole world if you're not careful. And it would serve you right. But since we poor three-dimensional people don't like your freakishness, you might not like our ways either. I'll make a bargain with you. Anything. Give me your word give me the word that will send Miss Lane and me back to Earth, and I'll leave things as they are. I won't speak it, because I don't want to go back myself. If you're going to be there, but I'll write it. So, go on, say it. No, no. Just because I tricked you into speaking before you meant to a couple of times doesn't mean you can trick me. I was afraid you'd never come back. You shouldn't have been. Crash. Strange, violent creatures they are. Now it's my turn to lecture. The universe is full of many kinds of animals and people, and I wouldn't trade most of them I've seen for all the people of Zerf. A lot of people are as smart as the people of Zerf and smarter, but I doubt if any are more egotistical. That's treason. If I thought it would do you any good, I'd invite you all to Earth to learn something worthwhile. Please don't. I'll have nightmares about them, as it is. Ha ha ha! What's so funny, little man? It was all such a good joke, but it wasn't on you after all. That's the first real sense of humor I've noticed in you. Lois and Superman speak the magic word in unison, and both together now, Miss Lane. Quirtimov. We'll meet again, perhaps, but not if I see you first. Within the next split second. Why, I'm back where I started from, and it didn't hurt a bit. But it could have, so don't try it again. Excuse me if I rush off. Goodbye, Superman, and thanks a million. Don't mention it. One more lightning change of costume, and as Lois reaches the Planet newsroom... Oh, there you are, Lois. Where did you disappear to so fast when we were arguing about that Mixia-Spitalik story? Clark Kent, if you don't know already, there's no point in my telling you, because you wouldn't believe it. And please don't mention that horrid little man's name in my hearing again.